Hey Mason, hey Theo, it's Nana. Today I thought I'd read this little book, which I got when I was 3. It says to Caroline, hope you have a very happy 3rd birthday. Much love, Susan and Alf. This book belongs to me. It's drawn by Dick Bruna. He was in the other book I just read. Cinderella, they must be the stepsisters. So this book was made a long time ago. Yeah, printed in 66. So it's older than Nana. All right, Cinderella. Once there was a girl called Cinderella. She was very pretty. No, but her clothes were old and had patches on them. She lived with her cruel stepmother, who made her scrub floors and work hard all day. No, she's lovely. She's got little green eyes. Cinderella had 2 stepsisters who were always cross because they were jealous of Cinderella because she was so pretty, and they were not pretty at all. I think that's called jealousy. When you want what someone else has. It's not very nice. Every day poor Cinderella swept and dusted the house. She never had any fun. Sometimes she cried a little because she was so unhappy. Oh, that's a bit sad. One morning, a letter came from the prince, the king's son, asking everybody to a ball. The 2 ugly sisters put on fine new dresses. Of course, you can't come, Cinderella, they said. You don't have a new dress. They are, but not very nice, aren't they? Oh, look, I coloured it in. I was only 3. I coloured in the flowers. Cinderella had one friend. It was a little white dove. When her stepsisters had gone, Cinderella told him her troubles. I'll fetch your fairy godmother, cooed the white dove. She will help you. No. Sometimes we talk to our pets, don't we? We talk to our dogs. But she's got a pet dove. That's a bit nice. The fairy godmother came with a touch of her magic wand. She turned Cinderella's old clothes into a lovely new dress. She turned a pumpkin into a coach, and in it Cinderella went to the ball. But you must be home by midnight, said her fairy godmother, for then your dress will turn back into patches. Pretty yellow dress. When Cinderella got to the palace, the prince came to welcome her. She was the most beautiful girl he'd ever seen. May I dance with you? He asked the prince. The prince asked Cinderella. A little bit different to the Disney pictures. The band began to play and the prince danced every dance with Cinderella. He had fallen in love with her. When suddenly, Cinderella heard the clock strike. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, went the clock. Cinderella ran from the palace. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 went the clock. She dropped her shoe as she ran. 11, 12, boing, went the clock. And as she reached home, she was in her old rags again. This light is not very good. The prince was very sad. Who was that beautiful girl? Where's she gone? He asked, but no one knew. Then he saw her little shoe. I must find the owner of this, he said, and marry her, for I love her very much. The next morning, the prince rode from house to house. Every girl in the land tried on the shoe. Let us try it on, said her two ugly sisters, but their feet were much too big. Then a herald found Cinderella in the kitchen. That must be a worker or something. You must try on the shoe too, he told her. She tried on the little shoe and it fit perfectly. No, it's got a little pom-pom on it. The prince was overjoyed to find Cinderella again, and he took her to the palace. He gave her many new clothes and a sparkling wedding dress. Cinderella and the prince were married the next day, and they lived happily ever after. The end. Well, I have a few things to say about this book. I love it. It's old, it's different. But it doesn't really matter what you look like on the outside. What's important is who you are on the inside. It's important not to lie. It's important to be honest, to be kind, to be helpful. It's important to love yourself. And it's important to love others. It's not important how you look. I mean, we're all different. Some people have green eyes, some people have brown eyes, some people have blue eyes, some people have dark hair, blonde hair. Our skin is different. Everybody's different, and we're all fantastic. You're fantastic. So I love this book, but it really doesn't matter what you look like. And another little thing is, nobody lives happily ever after. We all have to work at it. We're not always happy. Sometimes we're happy, sometimes we're sad, sometimes we're grumpy. But it's life. That's how it is. We just keep living. And anyway, I love you guys. Little tips from Nana. Doesn't matter what you look like, and we're not always happy. But life is good. And nobody is perfect. Nobody is good all the time. Yeah. Sometimes we're good and sometimes we're not. Just keep trying. Anyway, I love you guys. I miss you heaps. Love you lots. There's a little book that's older than Nana. What? That's pretty old. Anyway, love you. Bye. Kisses from Nana.